Hi.
Hi.
And
Hello
and welcome to episode 194 of the Game Brew Podcast, the bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious bevs and discuss video games. I'm your host, Dan, a spooky ghost. Ooh. And I'm joined by Chris, a spooky werewolf.
Oh,
And Allison, a spooky witch. And Gray, a spooky feeling that you forgot to lock the door when you left the house.
Wait, did I?
Well, good news, you haven't left yet, so
You haven't
this
left
is a
yet.
future
Yeah.
thought. We're just building anxiety for you for the future.
perish the thought.
Luke, Dan again. Pip says.
Yeah.
What?
You gotta turn your hat around. You're Luke again.
Gray is horny. Okay.
Always,
on this episode of the Game Brew Podcast, we asked the question: what makes a scary game scary? Or for us, for you, what makes a scary game spooky? Wait. But first,
That was exactly right.
I'm
nailed
good
it.
I'm the host because I'm good at talking with my face mouth.
Yeah.
But first, it's time for a bev, Chris. What are you drinking this week?
I'm drinking Polliner Oktoberfest beer. So last
Oh.
time we were here, I was drinking, I guess it was called Tuker Fest beer. Interesting that it didn't say Oktoberfest beer on it. So Tuker is not made in Munich, so therefore it cannot be served at the Oktoberfest in Munich.
Right.
Only the 6 breweries in Munich can do that. This is one of the 6 breweries in Munich.
Right.
Nice.
So I wonder if that's like that's a distinct, like that it says Oktoberfest beer versus Fest beer. I wonder if that's a thing. But anyways, it's real good, and if you still can find it at liquor stores or your grocery store, go get some. It's delicious.
Nice.
Delish.
Like drinking gold. Delicious.
Drinking gold. I just
Yep, it's a lot out of not a lot for chuggability.
nice. A lot out of not a lot. Great stuff. Allison, are you beving it up this evening?
Sort of. I don't have any alcohol. I'm not feeling the best, so I'm not doing that. But I do have apple cider in a boo cup.
Ooh.
For the
What's
sake
the
of the
temperature?
season.
What is the temperature of said cider?
This is a cold one.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
you are tossing back a cold one, but it's
With the
cider.
I am.
With the boys.
I am.
With the boys.
Yeah.
So you cracked open a cold one with the boys, is what you're saying.
Now, she is hungover from gin, is what Pip says. Well, that'll do it.
Is that true?
No, not anymore. This morning I was. But
Were you sipping on gin and juice, laid back,
just
mind on your money and money on? Okay.
just gin shots playing ARAM?
Playing
You were
It was
doing
ARAM.
bad.
shots of gin.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a choice.
It
That
was
is a choice.
You could
It
also
was a
just go
choice.
outside and like every time you need to do a shot, you just lick a pine tree or something.
Gin's not
Yeah.
really like a shot.
It's all I had. It was
Listen, yeah. I get it.
was blackberry gin. So they were doing shots for losses, and it became shots for everything, and I don't know what happened.
I mean, that's what,
And
anytime you do family ARAM, that's what happens. It turns into just
Family
it's like
ARAM.
family ARAM.
yeah, it just degrades very quickly.
I
But
recall
yeah.
that being a thing when I have done family ARAM.
Yeah, I don't advise it. It's bad for your health.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a
Good for your heart.
yeah, I have a wee bit of a headache at this
Oh.
point. Is all. So
Right.
I just don't want to compound it.
Got
But
it.
yeah,
So
the
everybody-
apple cider is 100 apple orchards out of 10
Oh
drinkability.
wow, that's 1,000%.
That's a lot.
Is it just regular apple cider, or is it like from like a farm, like you got it from the grocery store? Did you get it from like a farm, or did you get it, or is it the Honeycrisp one?
Yeah, I usually do actually get one from one of the local farms, but this year I haven't grabbed one. So this is just from like apple cider from the store with no any indication of what it really is.
I will say that typically, like, going to like the farms and doing the apple cider and like the like apple cider donuts and stuff, we usually do that like post. That's like in November. Like we start to do that in the beginning of November. Yeah. I don't know. It's I don't know why, but that's always, it never like hits me like this is a Halloween thing. It hits me more like this is a fall thing. But if you do have any like orchards or anything you go to, if they have Honeycrisp apple cider, it's just so good. It's so good. Highly recommend. But nice, very good. Love apple cider. Gray, what about you? Is it virgin blood? Is that what you're drinking?
No, I like my blood experience. Thank you.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Though the only thing I will put down my gullet is something straight, as in straight rye whiskey.
Why whiskey?
Oh,
why whiskey?
What a cool bottle!
I like that.
Yeah, there's even a backstory on the scene.
What?
Oh,
that's
really
so
cool. Fun.
That was pretty cool.
But how is it?
It's very good.
Okay.
This is.
I mean, like,
Rise of the Robots Extended Cut is what it's called.
Oh, cool.
Only like instead of Rise, it's Rise. Like RYES.
Right.
Nice. I see what they did there. I appreciate that.
It's actually pretty good. It's a little bit stiffer. So it's definitely
what do you mean by stiffer?
Well, if I had to explain it. But no, like if you take a Jameson, if you take like a Jameson, like a smooth Jameson, it's kind of like that. Only there's more bite to it. I guess I should say.
Like alcohol bite.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it.
All right.
Cool.
That's good.
What's the chuggability on that sucker?
Ooh, like two dead robot heads.
2 dead robot heads. Nice.
Out of 5. So you could. Probably not smart.
You could. You shouldn't, but you could.
You don't have.
Yeah, probably not smart.
You could take shots of gin. We should.
We could take, but we could.
No.
I don't have any gin. Okay, I'm drinking Nosferatu Double Red IPA.
Nice.
Here we go. Here's the can. You can see
so many pretty cans and bottles today.
It's
great artwork.
By Great Lakes Brewing Company. It's part of their double feature limited run IPA series. So it's a double red IPA, and you can see on here.
Ooh.
It's definitely a much darker red color.
That's really
cool.
pretty.
That's really cool.
Could spill it on my shirt and not see it.
It's 8% ABV.
Pretty heavy.
What the hell?
In a good way?
Yeah.
In a way?
No, it's like, what the hell?
What flavor? What is it? More than just a red ale? Or sorry, I missed that.
No, it's a double red IPA.
Okay.
Oh, is my volume quiet?
It's good in Discord, so it's probably just on
odd.
Stream.
Let me do that. Every once in a while, Pip. Every once in a while, if I get too far away from my microphone, it just is quiet too. I'm also not talking super loud, so that might be it as well. But anyway, it's interesting. It's like it's toasty, like it's an IPA, but it tastes more toasted than like I'm used to with an IPA.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's pretty malty.
Like it's very malty, and it's like it has sort of it has like a coffee sort of aftertaste to it.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Somebody had a latte before they got drained.
Oh, that's good. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to look up a little bit more about this because it says now playing. Sink your teeth into a rich, roasty red double IPA with a frightfully delectable hop bite. Yeah, 8% alcohol by volume, 70 IBUs. I forget what that means.
I think it's like international bitterness units or something like that.
I really hope that's what it stands for because that's so literal. What does IBU?
Yeah, I was right.
International bitterness. Nice.
That's why I do the thing I do.
International bitterness units. Also, how I feel sometimes whenever somebody's mean to me. I'm like, I'm going up some international bitterness units.
I feel like a bitterness unit right now.
Beep,
So
beep boop.
I pulled up the seasonal. They have a really nice website, by the way. Great Lakes Brewing Co. I pulled up their little profile sheet on this, and it says that the hops. This means nothing to me, but I'll read it to you. The hops are Simcoe and Cascade, and then the malts are 2-row base malt, Crystal 77, and Special Roast. Root vegetables, it pairs well with root vegetables, red meats, and dark cellars. Dark cellars? What does it mean by dark cellars?
Like
pairs well with dark cellars.
Spooky.
I think it means
it's a joke.
Yeah. You're struggling today. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah. Anyway, very
really
cool. I was like, what do you eat that's dark cellars?
I want to eat your cellars, blah. It says pairs with root vegetables, red meats, and sausage pizza. Also,
wow,
that makes sense.
It's not what it says here. Yeah, so I guess this special roast, that must be the coffee.
Yeah, I think that's
malt.
Probably what it is, but it's very good. It's good. It's not. I wouldn't say it's highly chuggable. So it's moderately chuggable. It's not. I would say not that. It's not that on my scale of chuggability. How chuggable is it?
Okay,
not that.
Not that.
Like you wouldn't want to. So it's not that chuggable, but it could be. I just like that it's red. That's interesting because IPAs don't usually.
Yeah, that apparently comes from the crystal malt that they use, Crystal 77. I'm reading a lot now. I'm interested.
It's Crystal Light, actually.
Crystal Light. Are we gonna do the dance? Are we gonna do the dance?
I don't know the Crystal Light.
I don't know the Crystal Light dance either.
No, there was
Even if
Dan will be teaching it.
In the 80s, there was a thing called the Crystal Light Dancers where they would do aerobic, like dance aerobics, but it was
after doing a ton of cocaine
after doing a ton of cocaine.
That's the only way you could dance like that after drinking a bunch of Crystal Light.
It's not crystal heavy.
I can't believe you don't know what I'm talking about. You guys need to look up. I'll show you. Look up a YouTube video of the Crystal Light Dancers, and then you'll see.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen. Okay, I know. I have seen these videos. I didn't realize it was called the Crystal. I didn't realize that there's anything related to Crystal Light.
Crystal Light.
Yeah, I've definitely seen. Yeah, these guys do way too much cocaine,
or just enough cocaine. Speaking of,
man, we need to have more aerobics championships.
We do. I think it would be great. Speaking of aerobics championships, let's start with Gray. Gray, have you been playing any video games this week? Or this Fortnite?
Given everything, the only thing I've kind of been playing is Majora's Mask.
Nice.
So continuing with my Switch Zelda kick. And then obviously Ragnarok I played a little bit of. I've been trying to get in some time with that. I think it's really cool that it's mobile and computer. It's actually pretty smooth on my phone, which I really like. So I've been having some fun with that.
Very cool. Very cool. Have you got how far into Majora's Mask are you? How many do you have all the masks yet?
No, I'm missing 4.
4. Okay. So
Yeah.
Which one?
So
Which ones?
Do you know?
Do you
or-
know which ones you're
I know the couple's mask.
Ugh, that one's such a bitch.
The
dude.
mailman's hat.
Involved.
The fox mask. I can't remember the name.
I think those are all. I think you get all of those by doing.
It's all like the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all in that like couples.
Well, that's the thing. Is I also want the bottle.
Is it the Keaton mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also want the bottle, and you have to decide if you get the postman's hat or the glass bottle at the end of that quest that takes all 3 days.
Well, but you could just do it again though.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, then I got to do the longest quest ever.
It's true. It's pretty long.
Twice to get both things.
I just remember when I finally did that and got the fierce deity mask and was just like, yes,
It
just
felt real cool.
slice it, and throw it, real lightning. My swords are cool.
Because I think you only needed 20 of the 24 masks to do that. I don't think you needed all of them.
You need all of them.
I think it was all of them.
Not for Fierce Deity. I'm pretty sure you don't need to get it for Fierce Deity.
Okay.
Listen, I've played Majora's Mask at least 100 times. The only masks you don't give up for the Face Deity mask are the 3 original masks.
Looking at it's in the Breath of the Wild. That's cool.
Okay,
I'm not
you're right.
gonna look it up. He said it with
all the non-transforming masks.
Yes,
he said it with so much confidence.
Masks.
Yeah.
I would trust him more than I trust an internet search at this point. So.
I trust me. I've played that game enough times, guys, and that's like a pinnacle.
I literally only trust AI.
I mean, I'm looking on ZeldaFandom.com, so chill out. Those people definitely. I mod there, nice.
But very nice. I'm so sorry. That was weird. Very nice. Very nice. Allison, what about you? What have you been playing? Anything new and exciting?
I also have been playing Ragnarok. And I will say, so Ragnarok M Classic specifically is what we're trying out, and it's fun. It's better than the other ones I've played as far as the lack of pay to win and gotcha nonsense, right? And that's the reason I gave this one a shot, because I really didn't like that about the others. But I think it's suffering from the same thing they all do, which is the devs just like don't listen.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, it's so weird. You have this game and clearly for them, it's easier for them to ignore everything everyone says and just let the game die and then bring out a new game, right? Than it is to listen to their community. This is ripped from a game that already exists in the SEA area, so like the Asian market. So we're getting what's already existed, right? And we get it later. So those people are saying like, hey, we're your biggest streamers, we're your top guys, and you're not even listening to us. How do you expect this game to survive? Like, I have nothing to do at this point to release content for your game. So how could I keep playing it? Like, they're even at that point, and it's sad because like they just really kill their end game. So we'll see. I enjoyed the path to here, and I've enjoyed the game so far. It's just that if they don't listen about like class balances, because the whole game's PvP centric, you play Warlock or you lose in PvP. That's just how it is right now.
That's not good.
So
that's not what you want.
Yeah, and then they'll release balances that aren't touching Warlock. They're actually touching all the other classes and maybe
all the devs are
them.
Warlocks and they don't want to.
Yeah, truly, that's how it feels. It really is. It's wild. Like the one thing that you have to counter a Warlock was like a sneaky class, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go and they stealth and they stab them, and they've got to pop them fast because otherwise they're just AoEing everything. And they release something that nerfs that and makes warlocks able to see them. It's like, what's the point, guys?
That literally
now there's no counter.
100%.
That literally sounds like it's like we all play warlock and we don't want anybody beating us for some reason.
Truly, I think the warlocks are more often than not the whales, if you will, or the people who are spending lots of money on the game. So I think they cater to that audience because it's known to be the best class. And the people who are paying a lot of money usually want to play the best class. So I think that's what it is. And that's sad, but it just kind of is what it is. So I'm playing Blue Protocol, Star Resonance, and it just released.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that the one you guys have been going the one that you described as Genshin Impact, but more MMO?
Yeah, so if Star Ocean Online, like Star Ocean Online 2 and Genshin Impact had a baby.
Okay.
That's what this is. And I do really like it. I'm going casually with it. I truly am just like playing it a little bit every once in a while.
You just don't want to put any labels on it. What you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want to commit because you know me and MMOs.
Yeah.
I'm a commitment phobe and they always let me down. So I'm just over here doing my best and dating around. So we like we're playing it really casually, and I've had a lot of depressive feelings in the last few weeks, and this game has helped with that, if that makes any sense. Like there's some games that just kind of warm blanket, and this is one of those because it does remind me of Star Ocean, which I really enjoyed. It has a really good main quest story that just is nice to play through as I want. There's tons of side quests. There's just I could go and dance in the square, and that's a leisure quest that you can do every once in a while. Like it's a timed thing. Like there's just a lot of nothing that's too intensive to do and fill my day. I could just gather. I could go pick flowers. I can go, work on my life skills. And that's definitely something that I've needed right now. Nice. So this game has filled a really big void for me that I didn't know I needed, which was just kind of a casual game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really enjoying it, and I'm loving that. I'm not playing super seriously. The dungeons are really fun. Although there's not a lot of dungeons, I also am not like playing so seriously that bothers me. Yeah. So anyway, good game. Love it a lot so far.
Nice. Cozy's important. I like a good a good game.
A good cozy game.
Like recently, like just for me, the Power Wash Simulator 2 came out.
Nice.
2 days ago, so I've been playing that.
Even more power, even more wash.
No, it's good. It's great. It's just more power washing. It's like they cleaned up a lot of stuff. They took out a lot of they listened to a lot of people's feedback where it was like in the first one it was like, oh, you had to spend money to like buy the different soap types to do stuff. Now they're like, we got rid of that. It's just if you want to use soap, you just use soap, and then you're good, and you don't have to spend money to do it, and it's great, and it's good.
That's good.
I'm cleaning a lot of things. It's very relaxing.
I loved that game, but it made me motion sick, and I don't know why games make me motion sick now that never used to. They took my gallbladder out, and now I'm motion sick all the time.
Your equilibrium is off. There's like
you're like
of you that's probably slightly
exactly.
Dang, man.
I'm gonna take like
a Dramamine to play those games again.
Dramamine.
That sucks.
Save the Dramamine for your lamb.
Maybe you should lower the mouse sensitivity or something.
You can also. I will say a game changer in me for it. Whenever I was playing it, I was like, oh, you can press C on the keyboard, and then instead of like your whole face going up and down, like whenever you're apparently I've been power washing like just going like this, like up and down, and you could press a button and it's like, oh, then the camera stays in one place and you like move the washer around, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much.
I kind of prefer
just and then last week I talked a little bit about Silent Hill F. I haven't really been playing that. I did start playing The Casting of Frank Stone. Which is by, I think it's Bluehole Games, if I'm not mistaken. But they're it's like they're the ones who did The Quarry. It's the same studio. They did like The Quarry. They did like Until Dawn. They did like all the other like Dark Pictures games, and all also. Yeah, I mean it's like, but it's like it's interesting because it's kind of the same. So it's the same sort of thing where it's like you're doing a story, you're playing a game. It's pretty much on rails. But there's like, but then you make choices and things happen. This one's interesting because it's Dead by Daylight. It's like takes place in the Dead by Daylight universe. So there's a lot of like lore and stuff that is like the Dead by Daylight stuff, where it talks about like the entity, which is like the thing that if you're playing Dead by Daylight, the killers are trying to kill the high school, like the teens or whatever, and send them to the entity. So it kind of goes into depth and like into that stuff. But I will say it looks bad for the type of game that it is. It's very janky. The facial capture, because they haven't updated anything in a while, they're kind of resting on their laurels with it, because they can't. I mean, it is honestly like they could kind of do whatever. They could put characters in anything. They could hire great voice actors. They could put them on all the stuff, and they're like, yeah, it'll mostly work. But it's just like the facial, like the faces they make, like their eyes are so dead. It's very like in that portion of the uncanny valley that makes you very uncomfortable to like look at their faces sometimes. Whenever they're supposed to be scared or mean or like show meaning or happy, their eyes
kind of like a Oblivion face.
Yeah, or just like,
ugh.
Or it's like the top doesn't change, but the bottom's like,
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's very much Oblivion
AI ads that you get now, and you're like, that's AI. That's like, not a real person, because it's like it's like the mouth is moving and matching, but nothing here is right.
It's like nothing's going on. But that being said, it is interesting. I do like playing these games because I like to be like, okay, what are the choices do that make sense to me? It's very horror movie like sense, where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go help this person, and then you immediately die. Versus like it's like, oh, you were supposed to like leave them on their own, and then you'll come get them later. It's like that. What? No, I would help them. It's like, yeah, but you got murdered by the murderer. I'm like, oh well. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Too bad. So sad. Chris, what about you? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Battlefield.
Nice.
I did get the chance. My friend Will was in from Ohio, and Tyler was hanging out with me at my house, and it was around my birthday, so I got to choose what we played. So of course I chose Hearts of Iron. Nice. And we finally actually beat a campaign together.
Nice.
Or like a game together.
Very cool.
But it was a little bit of me driving 3 countries at once, but
listen, you know what you're doing. That's what that comes down to. You just
and they're getting I think a better idea of how things work on it too. So
better handle.
Yeah, they pretty much refuse otherwise to play. So
gotcha.
I get twice a year basically.
Any fun new achievements that you've unlocked?
No, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield, so
true. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I did get Stoll's Nation in Battlefield 6, which is 250 sniper rifle kills as recon. It's the name of the fake movie in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, he's like up in the tower.
Yeah.
It's like this is where the sniper battle is.
Yep.
Cool.
I didn't get that one, but
nice.
Yeah. Just shooting bad guys.
Just shooting bad guys. Very good. Well, speaking of shooting bad guys, It's a bad guy season. Ooh, spooky. Spooky, scary. That was a bad segue. Here's a good segue.
That was pretty bad.
That's me driving a Segway.
Chimpanzee ride, not a Segway.
Chimpanzee ride, not a Segway.
You're welcome, chimpanzee.
But it's spooky season.
Is it?
Yeah, next week is All Hallows Eve. When ghosts and goblins do abound. So what we're going to talk about this week is because we all have feelings about scary stuff, right? In general, everybody kind of is like, there are things I'm scared of, there are things I'm not scared of. Scared of spiders, not scared of teddy bears. Teddy bear spider would be a little scared of that.
Well, I mean, if it's Five Nights at Freddy's, you could be scared of that teddy bear.
You could.
Yeah, how big's a teddy bear?
It's just a regular guys. It's a regular teddy bear.
That's how they get you.
Or is it?
That's what Annie always says until Tibbers comes out.
Yeah, and then he tries to drink your blood, and then you're like, oh no.
Not this time, Tibbers.
But so there's like movies, games, books, comics. There's a lot of scary stuff, but we're going to talk specifically about video games, but we can venture into other stuff too. But the main question I want to ask is what is your favorite like scary thing to have in like video game media that is scary? You know, if that makes any sense. Like if you're going,
no, could you give an example?
Okay, so like I
can give an example.
Yeah, Allison, go ahead. Give me an example because she gets it, Chris. Yeah. You plebe.
I don't do scary.
So for me, for instance, when I think of scary games I love, it's very similar to scary movies I love, actually. They have something I want is a psychological depth. I don't want the game to rely on gore. I don't want the game to rely on jump scares. Those aren't my things when I play a scary game. I want to have that like story that develops and gives me like subconscious fears, like the idea of the monster's environment. It feels more intimate for me. That brings me in and brings me into the story. And like Silent Hill, of course, love Silent Hill, and that one is psychologically depth in its story and brings you in. And like sometimes when you think something's a bad guy, it's not really the bad guy, right? It's like the layers are what I look for in a scary game.
So it's like layers of fear is what you're looking for.
Also one I love, yes. Well done. Yeah, so that's for me when I'm thinking of a game. I mean, obviously spiders scare me, right? Like literal terror.
You wouldn't like, you don't want to play a game that's spiders. Though.
Exactly, because it's like it's a hard stop for me because that is something I don't want to do. I don't want to be so scared I can't function. Like that's not fun. I want like and gore doesn't like I'm numb, I guess I shouldn't be, but I'm numb to gore and jump scares. Like those aren't things. Jump scares make me scream for sure, but it's like that's not something that I find joy in playing, right? I find joy in that kind of story-based psychological thing.
Right. So Chris, does that deepen your understanding?
I think so.
Okay. So do you know what is something that you look for in a game that could be considered scary that you would like?
I think it's kind of the same thing. I'm not a huge fan of jump scares. Like a lot of the games that have horror scary elements I like because there is kind of like a story behind it, like BioShock.
Yeah, world building. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so like BioShock has kind of like the creepiness that came from this bad situation that happened from basically society, the perfect air quotes society,
Mm-hmm.
air quotes perfect society that they built in Rapture, that turned out to not be so perfect, and it kind of devolved, and they all kind of became monsters.
Yeah.
And that I think is interesting, more so than just like cheap jump scares.
Right.
So I agree with that.
Yeah, and that's I think that's good. It's all, and also like BioShock Infinite, where the scary thing is patriotism, which is hilarious.
That's weird.
Foreshadowing.
Weird.
But the but what about you, Gray? Do you have a thing? Do you have anything that you look for specifically in your
Probably just it's like the ambiance and tension.
ambiance?
Yeah, an ambiance and tension, like because kind of like what Manelia said about like jump scares and whatnot. Like they can be sprinkled in.
Yeah, give me a few.
Yeah.
If you feel like something's going to happen, whether it happens or not, as you're going through the game, that's more impactful to me than every time I turn a corner, a monster jumps out.
Right.
Because when it does, it hits way harder.
Right. That's a good thing to think. I always think of the Dead Space. Dead Space is so terrifying. Like there's
some good ones in there.
There's some good ones, and there are jump scares in it, but the whole environment is built around being like, this is space scary, and everything is bad. Like the whole thing is just horror. And then like the very first time, whenever in the very first Dead Space, this isn't a spoiler because it's the first thing that happens. You land on the ship and all the guys are like, you're trying to start, like, get the elevator going, and then you like are looking through the glass and there's like a bunch of fog that goes down, and like everyone's looking around, you're like, what's that? And then the necromorph like pops down through the ceiling vent, which shows game stuff is like, oh, they can go through the vents. And then also it's like it like slowly goes up behind the guy and then just starts stabbing him. And you're like, oh no, oh, this is scary. But like the fact that anytime there's a vent, a necromorph could pop out of it is,
and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
So it's jump scares, tension, both things.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did a good job of building tension, not just with the necromorphs. Like there was the tension of I could run out of air. I could like building in other not enemies but challenges that aren't just around the scary thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think yeah, I for me, I always like, not to kind of sound like a parrot here, but I think environment is important. I love a story, and if you use horror elements to tell the story, then I think that's really great. Like Allison said, like the Silent Hill games are wonderful for that, because it is like you're always dead, and it's I mean, you're not always dead, but pretty much I think in every one you're dead, right? I'm trying to think of a Silent Hill where you're not dead. And that's because it's like it's almost
Fatal Frame.
That's not a Silent Hill game, though.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I think that's part of it is like it makes you question the whole time, which is like why it's so psychologically invasive. It's like what's real, what's not, and then in the end, maybe you find out something like that where it's like you're dead.
You've been dead the whole time.
Right.
Sixth Sense. Sorry.
The whole time.
They Sixth Sense you. I think we're safe on Sixth Sense spoilers. It is long enough that we can give those. And yeah, that's definitely, I like a game that makes me think, you know, like, and that's something about like scary games that are different from other games is like, I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's, for instance. I know there's story there, but for me, it's all about things popping out, right? That's a game of jump scares.
Isn't Phasmophobia kind of like that though?
It is, but there's like a puzzle within it, right? There's the mystery of figuring out the ghost.
Like,
so
what
yes,
ghosts- what
there's
things are happening.
how can I combat this? What do I do when we have a haunt, right? Like where do I go? So there's like things that are layered there that bring me in, but in a game like Five Nights at Freddy's, it's a little too straightforward.
Sure.
And it's
Yeah.
just
It's
like
more about just like getting that feeling of just the stalking in Resident Evil 2 with Mr. X.
Mr. X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Mr.
he's
X.
just like chasing you, it's basically just that feeling the entire time.
yes.
Which is like
Give me a little of that feeling. I'm
Right.
fine. But if it's the whole game, I'm bored.
right, like
Right.
with and
Yeah.
the most recent Resident Evil with Dami Mommy chasing you for a little while.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. It should be just a little bit. That's the type of I don't like the horror games that are all sneak around. That's all like be sneaky and don't be seen. Like that to me
Yeah.
is a little boring. Because
There has to be some sort of confrontation.
yeah, and or and I think that's why I like games where it's like, hey, it's about there's puzzles, there's like things to solve, there's things to do. If there's like
There's
a first person,
breaks.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but and it's
Yeah.
like, hey, there's a sneaking section. I'm all good with that. But it's the ones that are like the whole thing is just be sneaky and go around. Amnesia, The Dark Descent was kind of like that. However, it was like one of the first ones to really have that as like this is the main.
It was different at that
Yeah.
time, yeah.
So that was a great game. And then
A lot of the Amnesia games are fantastic
Yeah.
when it comes to world building and suspense.
very true.
I
yes.
don't like also when you're just like you have no way to fight back. Like when you have like when you're
it's
just
Fatal Frame.
here's a camera.
There's a camera.
can.
Fatal Frame. You know, I loved that about Fatal Frame actually because
That was- yeah.
it amped the terror for me. I was so used to fighting with guns or fighting with, something that I can combat, and then I was like, all I have is a camera. And I was like, oh, the anxiety that built in me, right? It was like a good anxiety.
Mhm.
But I understand what you're saying because I did hate it at first.
I think you can get the same anxiety like in Alan Wake, like you have a flashlight and
Right.
that's it. And you can like stun them with it. And then eventually you get a gun.
Yeah,
But,
you get a
like-
few guns.
Right. But like at the beginning, you're like I like that progression. Like
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
that's cool. But yeah, like the entire game just being you're at the mercy of the whatever's chasing you, that just kind of sucks to me.
Now I did enjoy playing now, but again, this is kind of like I think the story is really good for it. I really enjoyed the Outlast games. I liked Outlast and Outlast 2, which are the ones that where you're like you're holding a camcorder and that's your way of like that's how you see in the dark is by like, oh, you use the night vision on the camcorder and that's the only thing you have. But I think again, the story of it was really good. And I think that is what made me go, oh, I didn't mind sneaking around all of these big scary enemies because I liked the story and I liked figuring out all the mysteries.
Well, you were uncovering things as you went.
Yeah.
So it's like every time you might have wanted some action, you got this new lore drop.
True.
And that kind of like both of those ideas that you guys brought up, it comes back to game detention. I mentioned it before on the podcast.
You talked about that before.
And that's like another one of my favorite horror games. And it's different in that you don't have guns. You don't have anything to fight the ghosts and things that are all around. And it was really frustrating at first because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I thought I was supposed to do something to fight them, but I thought I just hadn't found the items yet, right? And then, you figure out, oh, I just have to feed them.
Yeah.
I have to give them
they just
an
hungry?
offering. Yeah, an offering of food, right? Because that's very cultural in like Asian culture with spirits or the dead, you feed them at altars. So like that's what I had to do to get past them. And once I figured that out, I thought that was really an interesting take. And it led to like that game was really interesting because of the aesthetic. Like the color palette's muted, like it's hand drawn, like it looks like little paper characters moving, right? And then it's like that minimalism of that game amplified the fear in a special way, and like for me. But then one of the children tried to play it last year because it's around Halloween and they're going through my games and trying to find something to play, and they get to that one and I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, this one has really like difficult themes. It's very dark. Like I don't know if this is going to be one you like. And
I
then
don't recommend it for you.
yeah, literally they cut it on, and less than 2 minutes they were like, can't do it, too scary, cutting it off. I can't play this.
Hashtag
like it was that level.
Too spooky for you.
Yeah, and this is a
For
kid.
me.
This is a kid who likes Silent Hill and the Resident Evil games, right? Likes the idea of like being able to fight back, and the idea that they were completely unable to do that. The anxiety that that game builds immediately was I can't handle this, I'm turning it off. And that game, like the emotional impact that game had on me in the end, because of the historical pieces that I found really interesting. It like blended that surreal into a real thing that happened. And then the way it ended, like it wasn't fulfilling, And that's something, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but like the fact that it's just like not what you would normally get in a lot of these horror games. A lot of times, you have a happy ending, you escape maybe, right? Like those kinds of things, like whatever that positive ending is for all you've went through, you get a little bit of it in most games. But the ones that kind of leave you still emotionally hurt, those stick with me when it comes to like scary games.
That's how I feel about different media. There's the the Flaniverse. Mike Flanagan has his spooky universe that he does stuff on, which would be like The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, the Midnight Mass, The Fall of the House of Usher, and then the upcoming Carrie series that they're shooting right now.
Mike Flanagan was a pitcher for the Orioles, just so you know.
I think that's a different Mike Flanagan, but that would be a wild career.
Well, this one died in 2011.
Okay,
then...
maybe it's like a running.
This was
from
his
the
secret
into horror.
Yeah.
He died, and yeah.
But
Anyway,
the thing I like about his shows, and Hannah and I go through this every like October. We basically just go through and watch these shows again. But it's less of like he's trying to scare you. It's more of a using the horror genre to tell human stories. And I think that's a really cool thing that can happen. And I think there's like with Silent Hill, that's a really good thing. There's like Resident Evil, the most recent Resident Evil Village, like the whole thing, like there's like first off, it's more of an action game than it is like a scary game. But these days,
action's spooky.
However, the story it tells is very good, and I really like, and it especially because it kind of linked Resident Evil 6 and 7, or 8. Wait, 7 and 8. Wait, hold on.
Village is 7.
7. So 6 and 7. The one where you're in the bayou, and then the one where you're in that Eastern European town.
Yeah, I've only I thought Village was 7.
Isn't 6 whenever you're in like Tokyo or something?
So then it's 7 and 8.
7 is Biohazard.
Right.
Yes.
And then 8 is Village.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Great.
I thought. Oh, wait.
Hold on, because you have
I
to.
promise. 7 is Biohazard.
The L is
that's
the
all.
3.
That's all I'm doing is trying to going like
deciphering Roman numerals.
How does Roman numerals work?
Well, but like because I didn't realize they counted the. Anyways, never mind. You're right.
You're
but
good.
But
Yeah.
but where it's like, and if you haven't watched any of these TV series, I highly recommend you watch The Haunting of Hill House first.
So good.
It's so
I
good.
didn't watch that, but I did watch Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass,
That
I
was good.
cannot watch anymore. Hannah watches that one without me because
Why?
because of the one episode whenever it gets to when they're in the church and
They're in the church like the entire movie.
no when they're
It's called
No.
Midnight Mass, Dan.
no, but when they're in the church and people start to transform, you know what I'm talking about? I can't watch. It's too upsetting. I just can't.
Too body horror, or
No, it's too like there's kids and there's like and
Yeah.
it's like too it's too yucky. I don't like it.
It's like the whole mass.
Yeah,
At
it's the
midnight.
whole thing. I really hate Catholicism. But the
I like Catholicism when they pay me.
true. But I will say we always try and like rank what is our favorite. And like for I really like The Haunting of Bly Manor because it's not really scary. It's like there's nothing about it that whenever I watch it that makes me go like, ooh, this is scary. It's more of like it's like a ghost story. And
Mhm.
Squeaky.
yeah, but you have to think like with ghost stories, friggin' the Charles Dickens, the oh no, A
Christmas
Christmas
Carol?
Carol.
Christmas Carol.
A
Yeah.
Christmas Carol is a ghost story. Like it's not
Right.
Sure.
it's not scary, but it's a story about ghosts. And it's like it's supposed to like teach you a lesson. And I think that's a thing that horror has kind of always been turned into like it's scary, but it's like no, ghost stories should teach you. It's like it's there to teach you something.
Well,
Every
that's-
story that you
I-
have, you should learn a lesson from.
I think there's a distinction between, in my head, there's a distinction between horror things and scary things. I would
Mhm.
not call
Sure.
Bram Stoker's Dracula scary,
Oh, I would call Bram.
But
Wait, the movie or the book?
the movie.
The movie. Yeah, well, it's not very. It's not a great movie. So,
I still love it.
me too.
or like there was the 3-part miniseries that they did that was basically that again.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
call that like scary. It was like the British one
Yes,
with the
yeah.
female.
I
Van
did
Helsing,
like
or-
that a lot. I
Mhm.
thought that was an interesting like
I thought that was cool.
yeah. way to do it.
But like it wasn't like scary.
yeah,
It was horror.
it's horror.
Whereas like there was the one it was about Dracula on the ship as on his passage over, it was just the passage.
the last voyage of the
Yeah.
Dawn
Yeah,
Treader.
that one.
No, wait, that's a
No.
that's a
I was
Narnia
thinking
movie.
that actually too.
That's a Narnia movie.
Of the Demeter.
The Demeter.
Yeah,
Demeter.
I guess that's
That's a scary movie.
Yeah.
yeah. There's horror, there's thriller, there's scary, there's like levels,
Mhm.
It's true.
I guess, and nuances to it. So we are just kind of like lumping everything together as I think scary.
Yeah.
Right.
A scary game covers them all, if you will. And I do lean towards thriller when I'm doing scary things.
Mhm.
Because again, that's more typically psychological and typically like story based and story driven. So I find them more interesting when I think of movies and games,
Yeah.
I
Do you-
guess.
So I'm gonna go to a different sort of like as we're kind of getting towards the end here, but do you have a favorite game? Like, what's your favorite horror game? Like, what's your favorite one to think like this is the best example to me of like what I look for?
It's so tough. I'm
I
going to
know.
go last
I
because I
know.
need to think.
I know that's hard. I know it's hard, but
I think I could argue that Fallout is
no, I would agree with you. It's a different type of like scary.
like with the ghouls
Mhm.
and the
Mhm.
yeah. So but like in more traditional horror, it's probably Dead Space.
Like Dead Space stuff.
Mhm.
Or
Well-
I did really like Resident Evil 8 though too.
Resident Evil was great.
Actually, I would argue Majora's Mask is also
Majora's Mask.
I would also argue that. Yeah,
I would say in the world
Yeah.
of Legend of
It gave me
Zelda
creeps.
games, that Majora's Mask is a horror genre.
I don't like
within-
Majora's Mask.
I know. We know this. We've talked about it many times. It's my favorite Legend of Zelda game, and you hate it. So-
I understand it's very good, and I get that, and I'd beaten it a long time ago. That's why I didn't realize that it's been a while because I didn't remember how many masks you fucking needed to do that, but I definitely did it.
We never questioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean, the next one after that, Twilight Princess, was kind of that wasn't the next one after that. That was 2 after that.
That was 2 after it.
Twilight Princess kind of had that a little bit of that spooky, scary vibe too.
I think it was just because the faces of the NPCs were really weird. That was the only thing that was scary.
And the weird bird people things.
Yeah.
Oh, the weird, and then like the
birds
head
with
that
human heads.
had,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, hated them.
I mean, I think for me, if there's a horror game that I would that I would epitomize, I think it has to be Resident Evil 2. Because I think it has the best mix of like the story's
Yes.
good. It's Resident Evil, so it's like this, we at this point we know the Resident Evil story. We know the framework, we know how it goes. But I will say it's like it's good. Like in the remake, you get to see a little bit more like character growth from like Leon.
Mhm.
Leon.
That's more.
And then but also because it like does the
I love
mix of like
Oh, it's so good.
It is.
I really wish it didn't have the controls it did.
yeah.
It'd be a perfect game if it didn't have those controls.
But also because it does mix like the jump scares with like
Mhm.
things in the world that you're like, oh, this is terrible. This is really scary. I don't like this. Yeah, for me.
No, I would definitely have to agree with you on that one. That was going to be my pick. Was Resident Evil 2.
Sorry.
It's so good. Though, and this might be a kind of weird opinion. My horror games, in my opinion, what make them great for me is the first time I play through them. I enjoy the jump scares, I enjoy the puzzles, and I enjoy all that stuff. But what really makes it fun is going through it again and not necessarily being as scared, but still enjoying the playthrough itself. So I think that's one of the reasons why I like Resident Evil 2 so much. The remake of Resident Evil 4 I like a lot, but Amnesia: The Bunker I think is really good too.
I haven't played that one yet, so
I think if you like Resident Evil 2, I think you'd like the Amnesia: The Bunker, because there's a lot of it's just fun and spooky, and like you can't ever look the creature like
in the face
directly at it. Yeah, like it's I think that's a cool little aspect to it, but I definitely agree with that.
Okay. I have the answer.
You don't have to. You can be wishy-washy if you want to. It's fine.
I have to answer. And I'm sitting here and I'm going through like such a Rolodex. And something I thought was interesting, Dante Destiny said like Resident Evil 7 is the most recent creepy game that he likes. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, the games that speak to me in this genre are aged. Mm-hmm. Like I love Phasmophobia. I think that's like my modern scary game I play that I really enjoy, and I can play it on repeat, but for different reasons. I would never call it like my number one of all time or anything. So for me, I'm going to name 2. I'm cheating, but it's because
that's okay.
The same reason.
It's not cheating.
I think I didn't sort of.
Yeah.
It's going to be Silent Hill 2.
Okay. Also good.
And Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly.
Okay.
And the reason they're my number one is the same thing. Both of those games are about more than just horror. They're about more than just like scary things. Like they're about like the real scary things, which is like the loss, love, things you can't actually escape, which is like reality of just emotional devastation. And, you know, it's about like grief, guilt, human frailty, all of that. Like the things in that game, like there's obviously supernatural things, but that's really the theme of the games. And I think that's so interesting, and I love those layers, and that's why they're my favorites. And they're so good. If you haven't played either of them, do it. It's really like they're so great.
Do it.
Allison, have you looked at Resident Evil, or I'm sorry, Silent Hill F at all?
I watched like the live announcement of it, but that's all I've seen so far. I've heard that it looks good. I just
It's
haven't.
good. I played it
Haven't done
through.
anything yet.
I played it through once, and then interesting thing about it. Gray and Allison, you weren't here last week when I talked about this, but Resident Evil, or I'm sorry, Silent Hill F. Whenever you play through it once, you get like an ending, right? But then you play through it again, and then there's there's like extra story things and like more.
Oh, there's
stuff for you.
extra places you can like explore. I think I
Yes.
heard about that.
Yeah, and it's like you can open up, you can kind of like figure out more of the story because, as with any Silent Hill game, you're kind of trying to figure out the whole time, like, okay, what's the deal? Like, what's going on? The twist at the end of Silent Hill F was, I was like, oh shit, because I spent like the whole time going, okay, what the fuck is happening? And then by the end, I'm like, oh no, I know. But it was very good. I highly recommend it. But also I think I think in Silent Hill 2, I think one of the interesting things, and to your point, Allison, where it's like it's about the story, it's like the human stories. I think the variation you get of the ending of the video game sometimes depends on like the amount of times you open up your inventory and look at a certain item.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it's
wild.
crazy.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, if you never opened up your inventory to look at this knife, then you get this ending. Or it's like if you looked at
Right.
this picture of your wife this many times in your inventory, you get this ending. And it's like
Which is
That's
so
insane.
interesting.
it's wild. It's wild.
It's so cool that games are doing that now, though. Being able to track all that stuff with the,
Yeah.
the better stuff, and it's just so interesting that there can be so many different endings depending on what you do in it.
We did kind of avoid a lot of the body horror-esque stuff in it. I guess Dead Space is a body horror-y sort of video game, but I don't know if you guys played like Scorn or anything like that.
I played Scorn for a little while and then I had to stop.
Yeah,
It's rough.
It's
It's
pretty
rough.
yucky.
It's rough.
There's some
We also didn't really talk about like more casual horror stuff like Diablo.
True. Allison, go ahead. You were going to say something.
I was gonna say, like, when I was younger,
When you were a young warthog.
when I was a young warthog, I body horror stuff. Like, I definitely watched a lot more of those kinds of films and played those games. And I mean, Silent Hill has some body horror, but and I don't know. I thought that was like, it added to like a creep factor and the gore and the and for me as a kid, I thought that's what was scary, but I think as an adult I've changed my opinion on what's scary. Like I said, I'm almost desensitized, and none of that even impacts me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It does nothing for, like, I watched that and I was like, this movie is dumb.
Yeah. When I watched it when I was, younger, I was like, love this. But again,
apologies. I'm not trying to it didn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
You're not trying to yuck my yum.
I'm not trying to do that. I just didn't get it, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think like we all grow, and modernly, I don't know what my opinion would be about that, but like, I don't know. I'm unfazed, so I don't even think about it, and I don't like gravitate towards those things in games, if you will. But if it's in a game, I'm not really going to. It's not going to make me go ew and turn it off. I was watching a scary movie though, and eyeballs. That's the thing that I'm just like, oh, I can't do this.
No.
That's the thing now. That used to not bother me the way it does now, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. Okay, I'm closing my eyes for the first time ever. I feel like, but yeah, really, it's unfazed.
Okay.
So I don't think about it.
I think
the body horror can just happen, though, is the problem. There's too many things that can actually make body horror happen, and I think that's why I don't like it.
I don't want it.
Like, there's flesh-eating bacteria. Let me be scared of that somewhere else. I don't need to be playing games with it.
Yeah, I watched a show called Dragula, and they actually do some piercing and needle things in that. Yeah, so it's like I'm unfazed.
Yeah, they did that with parents too. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like that side of RuPaul's Drag Race if it went Halloween is the idea. And
yeah.
I've got nipples, Fokker. Could you milk me? That's body horror. Could you? Yeah. All right, that's a lot of. So that's a lot of.
And that's where we're gonna end it.
And that's where we're gonna end it. I've got nipples, Fokker. Can you milk me? That's the
question we'll answer next time.
Can you? No, but if you have like specific horror games that you love or horror series that you love, and you want to tell us what they are, you can of course go to our Discord, bit.ly/discobrew, and tell us about those in episode discussion. Tell us what is your, what horror games really do it for you, like what makes a really good, what makes a really good game that is based in a horror or scary universe for you. And then and yeah, you can tell us there. We're of course the Game Brew Podcast. You can listen to us. We're out of here. No. This is the Game Brew Podcast. Of course, you can follow us on all your favorite social media. Well, not really all of your favorite social media. You can follow our podcast if you follow
on our favorite social media.
If you go to your favorite podcatcher where you listen to podcasts and you're listening to this right now, if you subscribe and if you leave us a review, that's always great. You can also check out all of our Twitch live streams of the podcast we do every 2 weeks.
On Sundays.
On Sundays, 8 p.m. And Eastern Standard Time. And of course that's really great. And then our Discord, bit.ly/discobrew. Go there, give us talk about whatever you want. Leave some favorite video games that you play. Ask us how we're doing.
Tell Allison she's right and you love her opinion.
It's true.
Because validation is nice.
Yeah. Validation is important for everybody, especially Allison.
And so is delusion.
Okay.
And I can have both and be very happy. Thank you.
All right. Does
canonically I'm always right. Where's Coffee? This is where he's supposed to come in.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to get AI to listen to all the episodes of the podcast and try and pick out all of the rules that we made. Because fuck you, AI.
There's so many.
Listen to the 200 plus episodes of our podcast.
Yeah, Dan, go ahead and find that out for next time.
I'm not gonna. It would take longer. That would take a really long.
Our 200th official.
We are 6 episodes away from our 200th official episode of the podcast. So. We're getting close, baby. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for 200. Maybe we'll go to a zoo because that kind of looks like 200. We'll all get together. We'll go to the zoo and do a podcast from there.
All right.
Can we go do it at MagFest? Because that's like a zoo anyway.
I mean, you guys could do it at MagFest.
Zoo.
I don't know who's gonna host it because I won't be there.
You could do it.
I can't.
Just come down for one day.
This year.
One day. One day. Podcast day.
One short day in the Emerald City. Does anyone have anything they wanted to plug at all?
Once my computer's up and running, I have the storyline done for D&D. So
Ooh.
Nice.
D&D's.
D&D's. Dante Destiny said the Zoo 100th episode.
The Zoo 100th episode. That's right.
Yes.
See, I love that. That's great.
That's great. Come play Battlefield with me.
Come play Battlefield with Chris
And Dan.
And Dan sometimes.
And Ian and yeah, we got a whole crew. It's good.
There's a whole Battlefield.
It's big 2010 2011 vibes out here.
Whenever
we're doing Firestorm, baby.
Yeah, when you go to Ground Zero Gaming where they have all the Alienware PCs set up and you all play Battlefield 1942 with each other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Allison, do you have anything you wanted to plug?
No. Just
great.
Drink water and
important. Hydration.
Tell your friends you love them. It's not something you shouldn't do. I'm gonna that's what my call out for the week.
Yeah. Tell your friends you love them.
We did it today.
Yeah. Hey. Love you
exactly.
guys.
Yeah. Bros, you can tell your bros that you love them.
Yeah,
what
tell
up,
your
bro?
bros.
Do it all the time.
Your bros need to hear it.
I tell my bros all the time.
I'm sure you
I forgot to mention one game that I had put on my list. It's Doki Doki Literature Club. Anyways.
Oh, that game is fucking that's a game that's all right.
That game got me good.
Yeah,
anyways.
that was one where I was just like, this game, I don't get it. It's just never mind. Okay. Pip says she loves us. That's so nice. All right. Well, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna end the podcast version of this by the way we always end the podcast, which is by saying good night.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Everybody.